This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, in the last session, we were talking about reporting, company code, country, different kind of currencies, accounting principle and all. Now, we will try to take a simple example. We will try to understand different connecting dots, connecting points with respect to SAP FICO accounting. We were talking about one company, which is basically TCS or anything. Let me put TCS only here. And I'll talk about TCS India specifically. When I'm talking about TCS India specifically, this TCS India, is it representing a company code? Am I correct?
Yes.
This TCS India is representing a company code. In short, this is a legal entity. Assuming there are certain transactions which TCS had processed. Let's say transactions related to last month, let's say November 2024. These are the transactions related to November 2024. Let me write certain accounting entries or certain transaction. First one, sales to customers. Let me put 50,000. Basic accounting entry only to understand the concept. Second one, purchases from vendors. Let's say 30,000. Third one, other expenses 5,000. Fourth one, other income 12,000. Are these four transactions clear? Sale, purchase, income and expense. Right?
Yes.
Now we will take only these four transactions. We will try to do it. And let's assume that we'll write that our assumption. We are going to assume certain points here. Point number one, all are cash transactions. First point, all are cash transaction. Second point, we are using local reporting as per Indian accounting standards. Third point, we are using group reporting as per IFRS accounting standard. Okay, one as per Indian accounting standard, two as per IFRS accounting standard. Are these three assumptions clear?
Yes.
So what we will do, we will try to write the accounting for these two. First one is what? Sales to customer. Now I'll put two headings here. Accounting as per Indian accounting standard. Second one, I'll put accounting as per IFRS. Let's highlight this here and let's highlight this here. We are using two accountings here. One is according to IFRS, two is according to Indian accounting standard. First entry, first transaction, whatever we were taking is this. If I take this a transaction here, now transaction remains the same. So what I'll do, I'll merge it. 5,000. I'll merge this a transaction here. And let's put this transaction in a different color. I merged is representing transaction is the same and your accounting logic is different. Accounting requirement is different.
Yes.
Right? So according to Indian accounting standard or according to IFRS accounting standard, based on the transaction, journal entry, meaning debit, credit will remain the same. In this example, what will be the accounting entry?
Cash to
Customer to
sales.
sell. Customer to sell.
We will not be taking to customer account because I am assuming everything is a cash transaction.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is only for the understanding purpose. We are not writing the detailed accounting entry. We are writing accounting entry assuming it is a cash sale. We are not writing the customer name here. That we will do later on as we move forward. Only for the purpose of understanding the concept, logic, scenario, we are taking very basic, very simple, very fundamental accounting entries. If it is a cash sale, what will be the accounting entry?
Cash account debit to
Cash
sales.
account debit, sales account credit.
Cash account will be debit, sales account will be credit. Debit side, this is going to be 5,000. Credit side, this is going to be 5,000. As we know, amount is supposed to be in the number format. Select this, enable this. Am I correct? Okay. As per Indian accounting, is
Yes.
this entry correct or not?
Yes. Right.
Now, if I have to put the same accounting entry according to IFRS, will there be any change or it will be the same?
Exchange rate. The currency will be changed.
No, no, the amount, the
Currency will
Transaction will be
no,
transaction,
same.
no,
Same.
Transaction
no.
will be same.
Same
right?
term.
We are not talking about any currency here. We are only talking about accounting portion only, because number you can
It
put any
will be
value
same.
here, right? Value you can change anything, whatever you want, but the key point here is debit credit,
Same.
Same.
right? Debit credit will remain the same. Number you are free to put any number of your choice, any country currency you are free to put. It has got nothing to do here. This is the first one. And the second one, we were talking about the different scenario. Purchases. If I put second entry here, sorry, this is how much I took? 50,000. I'll add one more zero here. Here also I will add one more zero.
We are missing your voice, sir.
Could not able to
Hello?
hear. Sir, we lost you. Can anyone able to hear?
No, no. I think Sir has.
Yeah, we lost. Yeah, we lost.
Sir has to rejoin.
Hello, can you
Yeah,
hear me?
yes, sir. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
no
Yeah.
audible, sir.
Now it's okay, right? Yeah,
Yes, sir, now it's
sorry.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So second one, we were talking about purchases from vendor. Same thing. Let me merge this entry also. This is purchases from vendor. Accounting entry for this purchase from vendor, considering our assumption, it is a cash purchases.
Right, sir.
Purchase account debit to cash account.
This is going to be purchase debit and cash will be credit. Am I right? Now amount if I write, I have to write 30,000 on the debit side, 30,000 on the credit
Minus.
side. Take the number in the accounting format. This is how it will be. Is this accounting entry going to remain same as per IFRS also, or will there be any change?
Same,
Same.
sir.
Same.
It will remain the same. I'll put this accounting entry here. And then if we go back, the third accounting entry which we were talking about, other expenses for 5,000 rupees. Third one, let me put other expenses 5,000. Yeah, this is going to be 5,000. Let me put this one also here 5,000. And what will be the accounting entry for this?
Cash account debit,
Expense
expense
to
account
cash
credit.
account. No, expense
No,
account
other
debit
expenses
to
expense
cash
Other
account.
only
expense
expense to
account
cash.
debit to
Expense
cash.
debit, cash
Other
credit.
expense account debit,
Yeah.
cash account credit, and then this is going to be how much?
5K.
This will be
5,000 on the
5,000.
debit side, 5,000 on the credit side. Same thing, take it to the accounting format. Will this accounting entry going to be the same in IFRS or will there be any change?
Same, sir.
Same.
This is going to be the same. Copy this, put this here. Last entry what we were talking about is other income for 12,000 rupees. I'll put this other income and this is going to be 12,000. I'll put this here. Let me remove these
Cash.
blanks so that we can see everything in one go. Okay. So accounting entry for this,
Cash account
Cash
debit
account
to other.
debit to other income.
cash will be debit, right. Other income will be credit. What will be the amount? 12,000 on the debit side, 12,000 on the credit side. This is going to be accounting format. Will there be any change in the accounting for IFRS or it will remain same?
No
Same.
change.
Same.
It will remain same here also, right? Now, if I highlight specifically accounting entries in this color only, second one, third one, and then fourth accounting entry. These accounting entries are yellow because these are representing IFRS, right? Now, with which
Yes.
we are in a position
Yes.
to easily look at what accounting entry is posted according to Indian accounting, what accounting entry is posted according to IFRS. Because the reason why I am writing 50,000 everywhere, 30,000 everywhere, 5,000 everywhere, 12,000 everywhere, reason this is coming from my transaction. If I read my transaction is telling sales made to the customer 50,000, purchases from vendor 30,000, expenses 5,000, income 12,000. This is called as original transaction value or original transaction currency amount. Am I correct? Any accounting that you write, it is supposed to be recorded in the transaction currency strictly. Only after writing value in transaction currency, you are supposed to take this into the other currency, which we will talk about as we move forward. One point we will be keep on adding so that you will have thorough conceptual understanding across SAP globally. This is the logic which will be followed everywhere. Slowly we will try to understand, we will elaborate, we will add additional point, additional requirement with which slowly we feel comfortable, confident on the subject. Now these are the accounting entries. Now after writing the accounting entries, in general what we do is we need to find out P&L, profit or loss according to P&L, profit or loss according to Indian accounting standard, P&L, profit and loss account according to IFRS. Now according to Indian accounting standard or according to IFRS, you need to prepare. What we need to prepare?
Financial statements.
Financial. Let's say our expectation now. To prepare financial statements, let's say prepare financial statements to know profit and loss and balance sheet. Am I correct?
Yes.
To prepare profit and loss balance sheet is what our expectation. Now, assumption again. What we are assuming? For which month we took all the transactions?
Current. December.
November.
November,
November.
right? So we need November 2024 financials. Agree?
Yes.
This is as per calendar. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
As per November, you need to know November 2024 financial. Now, we will prepare or we prepare financials on a monthly basis. Is this correct? Financials are prepared on a monthly basis. This is called as month-end process. Correct everywhere?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, every company has a policy to close month-end financials, to freeze or to finalize the profit and loss. As and when you cannot do it, right? You need to have a logic, you need to have a policy.
Yes.
So it may be different ways. Let's say we'll take few options. Option number 1, option number 2, let's say option number 3. Likewise, there may be several. I may be taking 3 calendar days or 5 calendar days or 7 calendar days. Possible? Correct or not?
Possible.
Yes.
Right? Similarly, this may be calendar may be represented as working days also, because some companies will follow these days based on calendar days, some companies will follow these days based on the working day. Either ways it is okay. Now we will assume that any one you can finalize. Let's say we are taking 7 working days. Let's say if you're taking 7 working days, if you're taking this option 7 working days, according to this 7 working days, What a company will do, as per this blue highlight, month end process must be closed by 7th working day, right? If we are closing November month, if you are closing November month, month end will fall on December 7th working day. Is my statement correct?
Yes.
Right? Here we will exclude or do not count holidays and weekends. Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Any holiday is coming, any weekend is coming is not considered to calculate 7th working day. In case if you are following 7 calendar days, working day, holiday, weekend, everything is counted.
Yes.
On calendar 7th, whatever it is, even if it is a Sunday, Friday, it is Holi, Diwali, whatever, you have to do it. Am I correct? If it is calendar day logic. Now this depends on company to company. Every company may have their own logic. Every company may have their own format, for which we have nothing to do. All we need to know is how their month end closing is happening. Accordingly, you need to understand, okay, this is how this organization, this company is closing their financial. According to this, let's say that we need to finalize the month end process on 7th working day. According to the calculation, let it be any day. We are on 7th working day. Let's assume today. What we need to do to prepare the financial? We need to take all the transaction extraction, meaning all the accounts whatever we have, every account closing balance we need to prepare, for which you need individual account closing balances. Am I correct?
Yes.
Whether it is
Yes.
main account, whether it is a sub account, every account contains a ledger. Debit, credit, opening balance, closing balance, in short, balance brought down, balance carried down. Would have heard, you would have heard this,
Yes.
Yes.
right? Now, we need to pass all the journal entries, which we have already done,
Yeah.
right? We need to prepare ledger accounts for all accounts, main and sub. Main is nothing but GL account, sub is nothing but customer vendor fixed asset, right? Finalize closing balance of each account. Is this correct? We need to finalize closing balance in each account. And in our manual accounting, we would have done, there are 2 points. Point number 1, opening balance. Point number 2, closing balance. Whoever did manual accounting, in your accounting, in your academics, we would have done something called balance B by D. Yes or no?
Brought down. Yeah.
In our manual accounting, we would have done something called balance C by D, brought down,
Correct.
carried down.
Yeah.
So here if I say B by D is equal to brought down, C by D is equal to what? Carried down.
Carry.
Right? The same thing is represented as opening balance. and closing balance. In short, these things we are already aware of. These things we have already done in our manual accounting during our academic. Yes, no?
Yes.
Though it is backdated many years ago, but still it is the same fundamental, still it is the same logic. There is no change in it. There may be a slight change in the terminology, but from the conceptual fundamental point of view, it will remain the same. Once we have this information, we need to make sure for every account we will take the closing balance. With the help of a closing balances, we will prepare trial balance. Right? So with the help of all account closing balances, we will prepare trial balance. Am I correct?
Yes.
With the help of all account closing balances, we will prepare a trial balance. Now, to prepare a trial balance, you need to have a format. Let's write a simple format. Let me put trial balance here. Now, in the trial balance, you will have account name. Currently, I am writing only account name. And next one, I will have debit amount, and then I'll have credit amount. Yes or no?
Right.
Yes.
This is one way of preparing a trial balance. Other way is to put only one column called amount. One way is to prepare debit credit separately. Another way would be to put everything in a common way. So I'll put both ways. Let's merge these two. This is option 1. This is option 2. Okay, this is option number 1. This is option number 2. Debit, credit, and then there is no debit, there is no credit. Single column representing a debit, credit. Wherever you are representing a single column for debit, for credit, we need to ensure amount is entered along with the debit credit signature, debit credit sign, positive number for debit value, negative number for credit value. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Now, if we look at this, let's say this is the account name. Debit amount, credit amount. This we'll put in a different way because this is used in a different format. Option number 2, this I'm using as credit amount. If I scroll up, first of all, accounts whatever we have, we need to take. What are all the accounts that we have? Cash, sales, purchase, other expense and other income.
Right.
Right? You cannot duplicate the account in the trial balance. In trial balance, one account will appear one time only. Am I correct?
Right.
Even though if one account is used debited multiple times, the same account is used multiple times credited, you need to fix all these things in ledger account, take all the debits on one side, take all the credits on one side, do a total debit credit, you will arrive at a closing balance. This closing balance we call it as balance carry down. This balance carry down will go to trial balance. Agree?
Correct.
Yes.
Currently, other than one account, every account is representing only one time. Which account is repetitive here?
Cash.
Cash.
Cash account is repetitive. Other than cash, everything is appearing a single time.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? So have a note on this: cash, sale, purchase, other expense, other income. So that when I come down, you will be able to assist me to write this point. First point, let's say cash. I'm not writing any amount. Next one, purchases, sales,
Sales. Other expenses.
other expenses,
Other
Other
income.
and then other income. That's all right.
Yes.
Now let us also look at the amount other than cash. We will try to exclude cash because we need to find out the closing balance. For remaining one, we will try to understand. Sale is 50,000, purchase is 30,000, expense 5, income 12.
Yes.
If I come down, purchase is how much?
30.
30K.
30,000. In the accounting entry, purchase is on the debit side or purchase is on the credit side,
Debit.
Debit side.
right? If the accounting entry shows on the debit side, accounting balance will become debit. So in the TB also, it will be debit side. So purchase amount on the debit side 30,000 because in my accounting entry, we have listed this on the debit side. Am I correct?
Right.
Sales, how much?
50,000. Credit.
50,000. In the accounting entry, sales was on the credit side. So in the TB also, it will be going on the credit side.
Right.
Credit side.
So
Credit side.
sales, I am writing on the credit side. Credit number must be written along with the negative sign. Other expenses,
5,000. Debit.
5,000. On the
Debit.
accounting entry, other expense was on the debit side. As a result, in the trial balance also, it will go and sit on the debit side. How much?
5.
For
5,000.
debit, no need to write any signature, no need to put any symbol. Straight away, plain number is representing a positive. Positive means debit. Other income,
12.
Minus
12,000.
Credit
In the
side.
accounting entry, it was on the credit side. As a result, in the trial balance, also it will go to credit side. I'll put
Yes.
12,000 here. We were able to put all the number on the respective side, either debit or credit, but one number is missing, that is your cash. So what we need to do, we need to find out cash closing balance. Okay, let us find out cash closing balance. To find out cash closing balance, we need to take debits of cash. We also need to take credits of cash. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Now, if I look at the accounting entries, whatever we posted, debits are how much in cash?
Uh, 2 items.
Cash debit is here,
17,000.
cash debit is here. 50 plus 12. Agree?
Yes, sir.
So here I'll put debit will be 50,000 and 12,000. Again, if we go back to the accounting entries, if we try to look at cash credits, 30,000 and 5,000,
Yes.
Yes. 35.
right? I'll come to this 30,000 and 5,000. In general, to find out any closing balance, as per accounting, I need to do a total on the debit, I need to do a total on the credit. This everybody is aware. And we need to make sure account is closed on the highest side. Debit is highest value or credit is highest value?
Debit is.
Debit is highest value. If debit side is more, account shows debit balance. If credit side is more, account shows credit balance. In this example, cash account has got debit side more or credit side more?
Debit.
Debit side.
Debit side is more. Whatever the amount it is more, it is called as a debit balance. In short, it is called as the missing figure is
Closing.
how much? 62,000 minus 35,000.
20, 27,000.
20.
Right? To make it equal 27,000, I need to put it on the credit side. Correct? Then
Yeah.
this becomes equal. Now this 27,000 is represented as cash closing balance. This 27,000 is more on the debit side. Agree?
Yes.
Yes.
This 27,000 is more on the debit side. As a result, we call cash closing balance is 27,000 debit or credit.
Debit.
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 So in cash, I will put 27,000 as a debit. Is this correct?
Yes.
Now, as per the basic fundamental rule, we need to make sure whenever you prepare a trial balance total must be 0. If I merge this, if I highlight this as trial balance, TB total must be 0. If I do a total for this 62,000, if I do a total for this is also 62. Debit credit is equal in my trial balance.
Yes.
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 Right? This is the basic fundamental. You take any entry, any example of your own, as long as you are sticking to the accounting fundamental basic, you will never go wrong anywhere. If you are not sticking to the fundamental, taking example the way we want, we will end up somewhere where we do not know what we did. This is one way of preparing a trial balance, but majoritarily in the organization, we will go with option number 2. Here you need to put, if it is a debit, positive number 27,000. If it is debit, 30,000 positive number. If it is credit, 50,000 positive number. If it is debit, 5,000 positive. If it is credit, 12,000 negative. Is this how we will do it?
Yes.
If I do a total overall, is this becoming 0 or not?
Yes. 0.
Right, this is becoming 0, which means our trial balance is correct.
Yeah.
Right, this cash closing balance, let me put this here somewhere down so that when you refer it, you can refer at the bottom. Next one, let me make something called P&L. Let's say P&L. Now everybody is aware P&L format will be expense and then income, correct?
Yeah.
Expenses and income.
T format.
Okay, this is expense and income. Now expense is a debit, income is a credit. Now I am only going to write the number here, not the account name. Okay, because slowly we need to ensure in shortcut or by looking at the number, we are able to visualize, we are able to understand what is happening there. From your trial balance, what are all the expenses?
Purchase and other expenses.
Purchase, how much?
30.
30.
In the trial balance, it is a debit balance, so it will go to debit side 30,000. Okay, the reason why I am not writing is because when you look at it, I want you to relate it with this trial balance. If I put the number, if I put the name, I know you will look at only this, but if I miss it, I know you will come to here to match the number, right?
Yeah.
30,000. Any other expense in P&L?
Yeah.
Other
Other
expenses.
expenses.
Yeah, other
Other
expenses.
expenses, how much?
5.
5,000.
5,000.
5,000. All right. Any income?
Sales.
12,000.
Sales.
Sale
How much?
50.
50,000.
50,000.
Sales 50,000. Next,
Income.
Other income.
Other
12,000.
income.
12,000.
Other income.
other income
Other income
12,000.
12,000.
12,000.
Right. In the P&L, we don't write debit credit with plus minus a symbol because this itself is a debit, this itself is a credit. So we don't put specifically minus plus a symbol in the P&L. Even when you prepare a T shape, we don't put minus a signature, right? Because
Right.
the heading itself is telling a credit, heading itself is telling a debit.
Yeah. Correct.
Now, same thing, we need to do a total of expenses, total of income. Now, is your expense more or your income is more?
Income.
Income is
Income.
more.
If income is more, by default, you will get profit. If expense
Yes.
is more, by default you will get a loss. By looking at it, are we in profit or are we in loss?
In
Profit.
profit.
We are in profit. So as per accounting, you need to close the account for the same amount, which is always higher side. Which amount is higher, debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit is higher.
Credit. If credit side is higher, it is representing credit side is more. If credit side is more, account shows credit balance or debit balance.
Credit
Credit
balance.
side. Credit
Credit
balance.
balance. According to nominal accounting logic, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gain,
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
right? If you are getting gain, gain is nothing but profit. Profit always the credit, meaning in your P&L, if your credit side is more than the debit side, it is a profit. So in this example, credit side is more than the debit side, meaning income is more than expense. The amount, whatever is more, is represented as a credit balance. This credit balance is treated as a P&L profit. So what will be the profit?
20.
By the word,
27,000.
62,000 minus 35, 27,000. Then this is becoming 0. Can I mark this profit as green so that we know it is profit? If it is loss, I could have put it red. Since it is a profit, I am marking it as green. After this, I will give an assignment for you to make it a loss and then look at how the accounting is happening. Is this P&L clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Next one, let us make balance sheet. I'll put BS. I'm not writing full forms only to make sure you will understand, you will get used to the shortcut. Because you're not learning any academic accounting to know in detail crystal clear, you need to ensure you are able to understand balance sheet. You will be having liability,
Liabilities.
you will be having asset. Same thing, I am liabilities and then asset. Same thing here also, I am not writing. Same thing here, I am not writing any liability name, I am only going to put. First of all, do we have any asset in your trial balance?
Cash
Yes.
balance.
Cash.
Cash is how much?
27.
27.
Balance sheet shows any debit credit or it does not show debit credit.
It
It
does not
doesn't
show.
show any debit credit.
Balance sheet does not show any debit credit. So any number you update in balance sheet must be updated along with plus minus signature. In short, debit means positive number, credit means negative number you need to put. Unlike your P&L, it is not assumed everything on the debit side is positive, everything is on the credit side is negative. This logic is not applicable for your balance sheet. We need to ensure any liability, if it is a credit balance, strictly put minus sign. Any asset, if it is a debit balance, strictly put plus balance. Cash, debit or credit balance?
Debit.
How much?
Debit.
27.
27,000.
27,000. Do you have any specific liability in the TB?
Yes.
It's a
In the
current
TB.
asset.
Mm,
In the trial
No.
balance, is there any
No.
liability?
Yes, sir.
No.
No, no. In
Trial
There's
trial
no
balance.
balance.
No.
liability
Oh no.
actually. Only the
No,
No, no.
profit.
no, we don't have in
Forget
trial
about
balance.
profit portion. Look at only
No
the trial
liability.
balance because trial balance is the base for your P&L. Trial balance is the base for your balance sheet. Without TB, nobody can prepare P&L. Without TB, nobody can prepare balance sheet. Is my statement correct?
Right.
Yes.
Right? From the trial balance, are we able to find out any liability or not?
No, sir.
No.
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 Right? So in the liability, along with the TB result, you will get one more result from your P&L. From P&L, whatever the result you get, either profit or loss, you need to take it to the balance sheet liabilities side. It will be adjusted to your capital, either plus minus as per your academic also.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Now here comes your key point. As per accounting, profit is positive, or negative?
Okay.
It is the negative.
Negative. This is where
Yeah.
confusion comes, which
Negative.
you need to eliminate. Because you need to keep nominal accounting in your mind. According to nominal account, debit all expenses, debit all loss. Meaning, whenever you get any loss, it is a debit balance. Debit balance means positive balance. Am I correct?
Yes.
As per nominal accounting, credit all income and credit all gain. Gain is nothing but profit. Whenever you get any profit, it is a credit balance. Credit balance means a negative number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this profit I need to write in the balance sheet under liability with positive sign or with negative sign.
Negative
Sir,
Negative.
signs.
with positive,
No, no sign. Without sign.
Positive or negative?
It should be
Negative.
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 With
Negative,
Negative sign
positive,
also, na?
positive.
should be the negative.
not positive. If I put positive,
Uh,
No
Sir,
voice.
Sir,
unable
we
to hear
lost you.
you.
yeah.
Ajay, we are not hearing your
No,
voice.
no,
Actually, there's no voice. No. Nothing.
I think this is internet issue.
There is something problem in GoTo app, right?
Not in app, I guess. Only with network.
But few days, too many problem created.
Yes.
But if you have high internet, it works fine.
Screen is also frozen. Not no. Yeah.
yeah, sorry, I think some issue with my network. You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, yeah, no
Yes.
audibles.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Right, if I do not take positive negative signature here, if I simply put it 27,000, in this example this is matching 27 27, but you have something called accounting equation. Asset liability total must be 0,
Right.
Yes.
right? If I try to take liability plus asset, is this becoming 0?
No.
No.
No,
No.
No.
this is not becoming 0. Same thing, if I try to put minus sign here, is it becoming 0 now?
Yeah,
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
Meaning, in your PNL, if you get a loss, in your PNL, if you get a loss, it is a positive number. In your PNL, if you get a profit, it is a negative number. Am I clear? Otherwise, number will be correct, but balance sheet will not tally just because you are missing plus minus symbol. Is there any impact if I miss plus minus symbol or not?
Yeah, huge.
There is a huge
It
impact,
will
right?
be.
This is simple fundamental logic. Plus minus you are not able to identify. Debit credit you are not able to identify will have significant impact in your accounting. Practically, when we do SAP accounting, if I give you the same transaction, if I want you to bring same number from SAP, this is what you need to bring from SAP FICO also. Am I correct?
Correct.
You do whatever configuration you want, I don't care. But all I want you to show me is go to trial balance in SAP, show me trial balance debit is 62,000, trial balance credit is 62,000, show me PNL in SAP 27,000 profit, show me balance sheet in SAP for 27,000 asset, 27,000 liability. Now requirement is simple or complicated? Only 4 accounting entries? Yes or no?
Simple.
Yes.
Only for accounting entries, debit, credit, everything we know. We know how to prepare journal entry. We know how to make TB. We know how to make P&L. We know how to make balance sheet. Now, you and I, we both are sitting next to each other. I look at you, you look at me. I will tell I know SAP FICO. You will tell you also know SAP FICO. You will give me a simple assignment. Okay, Ajay, show me this from SAP. If I'm not able to do it, you believe that I know SAP? You are confident that I know SAP?
No.
If I
No.
know SAP, if I know accounting, I must be confident enough to put this number in SAP, show you on SAP. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now
Yes.
here, I need to say I don't know accounting, or I need to say I don't know SAP, or I need to say I don't know both.
Correct.
Big question mark.
Yes,
Big
correct.
question mark whether to accept I do not know accounting, or to accept I do not know SAP, or to accept I don't know both. Because we are understanding, we are learning, but we are not connecting the dot. Unfortunately, when you go to any interview, when you go to any project, when you join any organization, these are all connected, these are all mandatory or not.
Yes, sir.
In every company, this is mandatory, and every company using SAP is a big companies. Entries will not be four, entries will not be in thousands, entries will be in lakhs, crores, hundreds, millions, billions, trillions. Yes, no?
Yes.
So
Yes.
many entries will be there, so many accounts will be there, huge balances will be there. You need to ensure, yes, I'm able to look at it. Yes, I'm able to understand it. If this understanding is not there, what we will do? And this becomes mandatory for every project, for every organization to do it on a monthly basis.
Yes.
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 And as per interview preparation, according to interviews and all, everybody on SAP FICO will specifically sit and prepare for month-end activities. Am I correct? I want to
Yes.
know month-end activity list, month-end list, all this kind of a thing. At the month-end, this is what is going to happen. If I claim that I have 4 years of SAP FICO experience, 4 years will have how many months?
48.
48.
Okay.
At least if you think one time, you will be able to understand these points. You will be able to put a little effort. Let me know these points because I am claiming I have a 4 years of experience. I am running behind a month-end activity. I am Googling, searching different YouTube videos, searching different material content and all. But at least one time, I'm not trying to put an effort. Do I know these points or not? Am I able to understand or not? Agree? Valid point?
Yes.
Yes.
Tomorrow you are working in a project as a FICO consultant. A user is asking my TB is not matching. My TB value is incorrect. My PNL is giving wrong number. My balance sheet is not tallying. In my balance sheet something is wrong. Now you must know what is TB, what is PNL, what is balance sheet, how numbers are coming here, how your configuration is affecting this. All this kind of a thing when you are able to understand, you will be in a position to support. And again, everybody will talk about support ticket, support incident. Yes or no?
Yeah.
In the month end, okay, if I'm preparing my financial, I find my PNL is not correct. I feel something suspicious in my PNL or some number I'm not convinced with. I want to know from where these entries are coming, how the PNL is showing this number. The only person that I reach out to is SAP FICO consultant. Correct? And
Yes.
if you are SAP FICO consultant, I will call you, I will email you, I will ping you on Microsoft Teams. I will ask, dear FICO consultant, can you please assist me? Now these things will come as high priority, or you can take your own time to respond.
High
High
It's
priority.
high
priority.
High
priority.
priority.
Again, we lost, I guess.
We lost you, Ajay.
In Dubai, there is 6G network or
They're using Starlink, I guess. Satellite based.
Yeah, where you lost my voice?
Which one is the priority? If you
Priority.
received any
Yeah,
tickets,
right. If you
Month.
receive any ticket on month end, let's say PNL is not matching, PNL is not tallying, this becomes a top priority incident, top priority ticket. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I'm not able to solve it, if I'm not able to respond to the user in a polite way or in an appropriate manner, if I'm taking long time to respond, give a solution to it, user will simply tell, I'm not able to finalize the PNL. I'm not able to provide or submit the report to the management because there is a problem in SAP. Yes or no?
yes.
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 Now, my manager or somebody will ask, have you raised it to SAP or did you create a ticket incident for it? Yes, I will tell. Yes, I raised a ticket on high consultant. He said he's working on it. Now, because this is very critical, this is very urgent, somebody will call you, you will be under pressure. Why the number is not matching, why this is coming, why that is coming. If you know all these kind of points, it will be easy for you to understand, respond, convince, or talk to the user. Agree?
Yes.
Otherwise, what will happen? We don't even understand. First of all, we are new to system. We will be with a little pressure. We will be with a little tension and all. If these kind of things are coming, your tension will be doubled and tripled. You don't even understand what your user is talking. We will start shivering. We will not even understand anything, which will put us in next level of pressure. You cannot Google it. You cannot YouTube it. You cannot ask anybody. Am I correct? All
Correct, sir.
depends on your own understanding. All depends on how you're looking at the system. And if you're able to understand, it is okay. Otherwise, what they say, why there is a delay? Because of this, if I'm not able to submit my reporting, everywhere I will put, we are not able to submit the report on time because there was a problem or there was an issue in the SAP. We are waiting for the response solution from SAP. Now it may get escalated. Somebody might call your lead, somebody might call your project manager that we are waiting for a response from Mr. ABC FICO consultant. Can you please expedite? Can you please speed up? Now your lead will come to you, your project manager will come to you, or they will call you. What happened? What is the problem? How long it will take? Now, can you say on the spot, no, I don't know, I'm not able to solve it? No, right? You will check. No, 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 I'm checking it. I'm maybe in 1 hour it will be ready. Correct?
Yeah.
We will not tell I don't know, I'm not able to do it, right? Do you tell this?
No, sir.
No.
You will not tell this, right? You will tell no, I'm looking into it. It's almost done. Within a 1 hour, I'll be able to solve it. But this is how pressure will be built up. This is how things will get escalated. This is how things will go out of your control. Because we are not able to understand severity of the business process, complexity of the business issue. Straight away, we are assuming, okay, a ticket is given. I need to solve it. But you need to understand the ticket based on the incident, based on the requirement. You need to know whether it is very important, whether it is okay even if I do it slowly. That understanding is supposed to be with you, not based on the priority. Sometimes user will tell this is high priority, which is actually not. Sometimes users will not tell anything, but it is very very high priority. As a consultant, we need to understand, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you are experienced consultant, you would have seen similar issues so many before, and you should be in a position to understand, okay, this is how things will work, let me look into it. If you are able to manage all this kind of a thing, definitely you will be comfortable, definitely you will be confident. Otherwise, what will happen? we will end up getting unnecessary confusion, which you have to avoid right from the beginning. When you know this point, this is what the requirement is going to be. Simple point, looking at the simple four basic fundamental accounting entries, we need to see if we are able to make the in the Excel sheet, in a pen paper, on a notebook, on a paper or not. If you are able to do this basic accounting on a paper, which is very simple, within 5 minutes, within 10 minutes, within 15 minutes, you are able to do it. Now, if I want you to do it, show it on SAP by creating a new company code, then you need to understand what and all I need to do to bring this in SAP. How long am I going to take? At least you should be in a position to guess yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will do it. Give me 1 hour. I will do it. Give me 2 hours. I will do it. Give me 4 hours. I will do it. Give me 6 hours. I will do it. Give me one day. I will do it. Give me 5 days. It takes 1 week. It takes 1 month. Don't give me anything. I am giving up. Meaning, this shows what is your level of understanding on the subject. Because you need to set up, you need to create only the point whatever is required to bring the expected output. Correct? Huh? The whole objective, my requirement is only to see this number from SAP. I just wanted to see these figures from SAP. Do whatever you want. Show me this number from SAP. Only for accounting entries. Create a company code. Show me in SAP. Now you tell me how long this is going to take for you according to your experience, according to your understanding, according to your knowledge, according to your practice, according to your preparation. If you are not able to decide, I do not know how long this is going to take, I do not know what and all I need to do it, then it's a big question mark about your practice, big question mark about your understanding. Yes or no?
Right.
Yes.
Right? We need to slowly make sure we are able to understand this. Then you will realize, okay, when I'm doing it, this is the reason I'm doing it. When I'm doing something else, this is the reason why I'm doing the other thing. This basic accounting is what? Clear for everybody based on those four journal entries, TB, P&L, balance sheet.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It was excellent.
Right? Next thing, what we will do, on the top, I have listed some point here. Right? I have listed accounting as per IAS. I have listed accounting as per IFRS. But so far, whatever we did is only as per manual accounting. Right? Whatever we did so far is purely based on manual accounting. The same manual accounting in the next session, I'll convert into SAP accounting. If you're taking this into SAP, how the number is going to come, what parameter we need to add, how you are going to look at it from IFRS point of view, from Indian accounting point of view, what points we need to do, how we need to do it, what we need to understand. We will connect same example, same number into SAP terminology, into SAP environment in the tomorrow's session. Then you will feel connected very easily. Okay, this is what I need to do in SAP. This is what I need to do in SAP. This is how reports are coming from SAP. Then when we look at different kind of additional point, it will be more easy for you to connect the dots. And when you start practice configuration whatsoever, beyond this there is nothing. The total FICO works on the same logic. And if you are able to catch those logic, if you are able to feel comfortable, familiar with this logic, there is no point you find it difficult. There is no point you find something is really tough which I am not able to understand. Whatever you're understanding is something which is very simple, which is very easy to connect, provided you are able to connect the dot. Otherwise, as everybody feels, you may also feel, yes, I'm able to do everything, but if you take things in a different manner, you may not be able to connect the dot. Alright, let us stop this here. And in the tomorrow's session, as I said, we will connect the same example with an accounting related to SAP as per Indian accounting standard, as per IFRS accounting standard. To bring this into SAP, what parameter we need, just additional parameter I will add. I'll connect this to
Again, we lost you, Ajay.
This conference will now be recorded.
No, I think again it is live now. Don't leave, huh? I think it is there.
Yeah, yeah.
10 more minutes.
We are here.
But just Friday, tomorrow.
Can anyone switch on hotspot?
I think I have some network issue from my side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll stop this here, and the remaining connecting point we will understand in the tomorrow's session.
Okay, sir.
Okay, the doubts, clarification, whatever we have.
Okay.
Those who are not on mute, please go on mute. Okay, the questions, confusions, whatever you have on this point, we will be understanding on Friday session, because tomorrow we will complete the continuation part of it. And once you refer the Excel sheet, tomorrow's session, you will be able to clarify most of the questions by default automatically. And on Friday, exclusively, we will be discussing about doubts, confusions, whatever you have on these points. Okay.
Okay.
Because most of the questions whatever you are having now will be rectified, will be answered by default in the tomorrow's session, whatever we are going to discuss. All right, fine then. So we'll connect at the same time tomorrow in the evening. Good night.
Okay, good night.
Good
Good night.